Intel partners push out new Z890 motherboard BIOS update with 0x114 microcode ASUS, Gigabyte and ASR ready. Intel's partners such as ASUS, Gigabyte, and ASR have released the highly anticipated 0x114 microcode BIOS for their Z890 designs. ASUS, ASR and Gigabyte have already released the updated Intel 0x114 BIOS version for their Z890 motherboards, rest to likely follow as a Christmas gift, perhaps. Team Blue has surprised us by releasing the 0x114 microcode with a BIOS update, likely patching the performance issues persistent with the new Arrow Lake desktop CPUs. Interestingly, Intel's partners, such as ASUS, Colorful, and ASR, have already released their respective BIOS versions adhering to the new microcode. Since the new BIOS versions are apparently in their beta stages and aren't available on public sources yet, we have compiled a list of where you can access the updated versions and credits to links from at 9550 Pro and at Haruka's 5719.asus. ASR, via overclocker.net. Gigabyte. For those unaware, Intel's Core Ultra 200's desktop CPUs were experiencing significantly lower performance than what Team Blue had pitched us with the official release. As a solution, Intel recently released a field update on the reasons behind the performance degradation, identifying 5 different root issues associated with the PPM, performance and power management, PPM, configuration, along with APO, application optimizer, and several other elements. Interestingly, in a previous post, we talked about a briefing made by Intel China to the media, disclosing a double-digit performance gain after resolving the root causes identified, and there was a huge difference in both synthetic and gaming benchmarks after applying the solutions pushed out by Intel. Whether or not the new 0x114 microcode will bring the same performance difference to consumer systems is a question that is to be answered later on, but by the looks of it, we are expected to see noticeable improvements. Team Blue is also planning to hold a media briefing around CES 2025, guiding upon the Core Ultra 200's performance issues, so around that timeline, we will see the new BIOS updates coming onto more mainstream sources. For consumers looking to test out the new microcode, we would advise them to wait and let the experts do the job since, with Intel, you can never be certain.